Good morning, friends. It is another day. Actually, can you hear the water boiling? We're gonna make tea here in a second. I just have to let you know something. I'm in a season of life where easy, simple stuff is what I need. And this is like the best. Like, we're getting ready for the 4th of July and there's so little. I mean, I cleaned all night. Not all night, that sounds a little dramatic, but I cleaned. And then everything's like ready to go. And I have so many pre-made things. The beans on the stove, they're gonna be pre-made. The chips, I didn't make those. I didn't. And then also the buns from Aldi, they're here. And I'm gonna put the pulled pork that's already been made. All I have to do is heat it up for an hour. It's just gonna go on there. And then the tea is really the most labor intensive, although I am gonna cut up some fruit, just a little bit, because I did ask somebody to bring a fruit salad, but I know my kids would probably want their fruit not touching, because that's just the way that they are. Anybody understand this? I used to do everything top to bottom. If I was gonna have a veggie tray, I'm buying the veggies individually and I'm cutting them up and making them. I bought a veggie tray. Actually, I think for the first time, I don't think I've ever bought a veggie tray. Yeah, I did it. And it feels so good, you guys. Oh, I just love it. Anyway, how are you guys doing? What are you doing for the 4th of July? What did you do? Because by the time you see this, it will be long gone. I'm just excited. I've got people bringing sweet stuff, so I didn't have to do that. People bring a fruit salad and then bringing themselves. And it's just everything my heart dreamed of. I just love it. So, sweet tea. I'm making just a little bit of sweet tea, so I'm gonna do much less than I normally do. I hope it turns out okay. I take black tea, like breakfast blend, or no, that's more of a coffee, isn't it? English breakfast, or just a black tea bag, of any kind. And then some Earl Grey and some shuggy, and it's just delicious. If I was making a big thing of it, I'd do 6 of the black tea, 3 of the Earl Grey, a cup of sugar, but I'm not. So I'm a little bit unsure of how I'm gonna make that work out, mainly because I just don't wanna get anything else dirty. So I'm gonna let it do its thing, seep and whatever, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge and just feel really good about it. I feel really good about it, I do. So that's that. Wanna cut some fruits? Strawberries, I got some strawberries. I got cantaloupe. Although, why did I get cantaloupe? Are the kids gonna eat it? No, I am. Strawberries. Time for your bath, little strawberries. Splish splash. Whatever's left over, we'll sugar them up and then we'll use them for some cheesecake that I already have in the freezer for another time. Like tonight, after everybody's gone and we just need more sugar in our life. We do not. Oh my goodness, we do not. I'm gonna make pulled pork.
What's
that? It's meat that's been slow cooked and it's got some flavors on it. And then you put it on a bun and it's yum, yum, yum. Oh, really? You want like chips and strawberries. And you might like the meat though, Joe. It's meat. Pork. Well, that's a good idea. You never know what your taste buds will tell you. Boom. Strawberries. Ready. I think I'm gonna wait on the cantaloupe since I'm the only one that's gonna eat it. A fruit salad's coming. Let's not get out of control. We'll save that for another day. Okay, I'm gonna do what I normally do, but less of what I normally do. And I think I'm gonna do 3 black tea and 1 Earl Grey. Is that right? Really, it should be like 1.5. Anyway, I think this is gonna be too much, but I have 1 more of these, so if it is, we'll just go with the flow. That's what you gotta do in life, people. That's what you gotta do in life, people. Go with the flow. Oh, I love the smell of tea. It's so yum. Okay. Let's put some sugar in there too. so that the hot water heats that baby up. Just set it in front of, oh, you can put it in the laundry room, in the basket with all the clothes. I'm seeing the problem here. It's too long. We'll tape it. It'll be fine. Just tape it right there. Boom. Hot water coming in. I'm gonna do it just enough. Yeah, and then the rest of this can be cold water. Perfect. Okay, brew that guy for a bit. I don't know how long. I just leave it there until it feels right. That was easy, wasn't it? Let's go downstairs. I haven't even put up decorations for 4th of July. Today's the 4th of July. Zion got a hold of those chips and she's having an early snack. Okay, remember when we organized all of this? It's still looking lovely. And here's our bag for 4th of July. It's perfect. Okay, first things first, let's get the new door hanger out. I mean, this can last more than one day. It's just a star. We will remove the greenery. By the way, it's quite rainy here, but it's lovely. It sounds nice. It's very cozy and peaceful. And we replace the greenery with the star. Okay, so this is the other jar I was gonna use for tea, but now we're just gonna put these things in there. So let's move this stuff so it's not quite as whatever. And we've got the flags and we've got the stars. I think I got these at Hobby Lobby last year, I'm pretty sure. But we're going to put a couple in there.
Are these real sticks?
No, they're not real sticks.
Fake.
See how I like the simple life, guys? Look how simple that is. And it's still fun. Oh, you can put those in the jar too.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty. It does look pretty. Oh, these go on the sides of the door. We can put those out too. In the rainy rain, we'll take down our little lavendery guy here. Never mind the bugs on the wall, it's fine. It's natural. I like the natural look. Okay, stars and stripes. Same on the other side. And there she blows. Beautiful. So we've got the star, we've got the stars and stripes. We'll get rid of this stuff. All right, so we've got these tiny jars that I always keep up here, and occasionally something goes in them. So I think we have 3 flags. Hold on one second, Zai. Oh, but we do not. We have 2 flags and something else has got to go in there. And then, how about these little guys are on kind of sticks? All right, stick them over here.
We'll see them there.
Can they all 3 fit?
Yeah.
I think they can. Cute. Okay. These are candlesticks. I don't have any candlesticks too. Well, it could work, guys. You gotta go with the flow. Oh, that one fell right to the bottom. That's kind of interesting, but this one doesn't have a hole. Oh. Okay, no. We're just gonna leave those empty. All right, we found another little jar. There we go, done. Suddenly feeling very parched. Wonder why. Did I eat a lot of potato chips at 9:30 in the morning? Mm-hmm. Listen, if you're gonna put them out in a bowl and yell at everybody else not to eat any, don't expect for me to obey those rules. My own rules. Water time, friend. We need a lot of water. Not too much though, because then we're gonna overflow. You don't wanna be out of control, or do you? All right, here's what AP, Mark's sister, brought. We've got, what are these called?
Pie bombs, technically, but
Pie bombs. So it's got, is it jelly inside?
no, it's pie filling.
Oh, pie, oh, duh, that makes sense. Never mind. Sometimes I say crazy stuff. And then this one is bread pudding. Doesn't that look yum? And she made 2 sauces, a vanilla sauce and a bourbon sauce. The bourbon smells really good. And then we've got a little lettuce for pulled pork and the Havarti cheese, Swiss cheese. I don't know if that was a good idea, but it is what it is. Some pickles. We got the beanie weenies. We got the chips, the stuffs, and then Marcus's aunt brought the fruit salad and whipped cream. Well, yeah. And the Reese's miniature cups. Ezra already dived into the rolls right here. He calls them burgers, but really it's just a bun with lettuce is what he was eating. So I think we're on to something. Oh yeah, we also got the French sodas. The blood orange grapefruit from Aldi was good. The pink raspberry, it was okay. iced tea. I added the ice to make it, proper. And then we started the coffee. Meat's going on down here. I'll give you a review on that one. I'm pretty excited about it. It's only supposed to take 15 minutes to heat up. Don't heat it up in the container it comes in, though, it said. So I had it in the foil throwaway tray. And it smells good. We'll see. Guys, lunch was good. Okay, the Jack Daniel's pulled pork from Sam's Club. All of us agreed it was tasty, but it had more of a teriyaki flavor. But it was very tasty. Good texture. Loved it. I put Swiss cheese on mine. And I put a big thing of lettuce on it, and it was delicious. My sister-in-law made this bread pudding with the bourbon and vanilla sauce. Divine. Divine. You know what? I forgot about that. Hey, April.
Yeah.
What is your blog called again?
My what?
AP's Kitchen, right?
Yes.
So if you want, she puts recipes on there and does all sorts. This is AP right here. She puts recipes and tries different things and has all sorts of stuff. AP's Kitchen. I'll put it down somewhere. You'll see it. You can go check. Are you gonna put that on there? This bread pudding?
Yeah.
It's gonna be on there. The recipe, the behind the scenes. Because this is from who in your family?
Our Aunt Ida.
Aunt Ida. Oh, Ida, you done did it. You did a good job.
It tastes pretty much good.
Look who I have here, guys. I think I'm gonna have to turn this back so that I can sit back here. Saya's here. Okay, that's ridiculous. First of all, I had her read the book behind her eyes, and
It was so good. I did not expect it to end the way that it ended.
we need you guys to read this book. Do you understand me? And then I'm considering watching the Netflix, but I'm not sure because the last time I read a book and then watched the movie or the show, my heart was so sad. It was Where the Crawdads Sing.
Oh, yeah.
People were like, oh my gosh, the movie's so great. False. I had to go reread the book. That's how depressing. I was like, no, this did not do it justice even a little bit. But, to each their own. Okay, so they want to know how you're doing. Well, for people that don't know, this is Saya. Thank you. I knew something was weird. This is my sister. Are you my daughter?
No.
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 They like to think that because I'm such an old hag.
Okay. That's crazy.
She's 21 and I'm 38. I could technically be your mother, but I'm sorry, they're doing work over here. Unbelievable. It's the 4th of July. Have some decency. So, okay. No, I lost my train of thought. Here we go. Okay. So, she's 21, I'm 39. I said 38.
Yeah, I'm actually 22. Yeah. 18 years. Yeah.
We're 18 years apart. Anyway, all that to say, she was born the year I graduated high school. She's a sweet little buttercup. So, the last time you did a really serious video with me, you had fallen off of a cliff.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
This was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A picture just popped up because it was the same year that Joey broke her leg. You were like a month apart. Oh my word, it's so noisy. I thought we were gonna have a peaceful chit chat. We're gonna keep talking now. So a lot of people wondered how you're doing. We kind of did an update video. You survived this fall off a 40-foot cliff.
Yes.
Were you 8 days in the hospital?
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Or very long time. She's missing a bone in the elbow now.
Yeah. That looks like...
That looks crazy in the, yeah.
I'm missing that bone.
And how is your range of motion?
Good.
You can turn your hands.
I can turn it most of the way.
I think you can almost turn better than I can.
Oh yeah, almost all the way. It's just my wrist kind of. But I broke my wrist and my elbow, and they're fine. And my hand is healed, and my shoulders are healed, and my knee is totally fine now.
And your brain?
And my brain is good. I'm in college. I'll be a junior in college this upcoming year.
Okay, so she went 2 years to Galesburg.
Yeah, Knox College in Galesburg, and now I'm transferring up to Winona State University in Minnesota, returning to the motherland.
Because, okay, you were born in Minnesota.
Yes.
And when my mom retired from the military, she's from Minnesota, we moved there. So I lived there 8th grade through graduation, and then, went back and forth and all that. You were born. How long did you live there before Wyoming?
Oh, only until I was like 6.
Okay. But you remember it.
I remember
Or sort of.
Emmanuel, the church.
The church, yeah.
I remember Annika.
Hold on, Jojo, we're gonna
the street that we lived on. I had this neighbor named Annika, and one of my new roommates is going to be Annika. Not the same person, but whoa.
That's actually I had a best friend in high school named Hannah. Now I have a friend here named Hannah. Maybe
Yeah, that's
certain
what
names just follow you.
I don't know. And I remember the house we lived on because we had like a really big driveway that was like on it. It was like a big driveway with a hill. It was
This is
like
in Coon Rapids.
yeah, in Coon Rapids, the driveway was like woo.
I don't
It was a very
remember.
steep driveway, not a
Which
flat
makes
one.
it for fun if you're doing like sitting on a, what's that thing that you can stand on and it's got 4 wheels and you can push it with the other foot?
Like a
Skateboard.
Yeah, I remember busting my teeth out. I remember that because I remember them putting the gas mask on
Yes,
me.
and you had it turned brown, right? And you had pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go around the bike. It's getting scary over here. Wow.
Yeah, I knocked out all of these and all of these.
You knocked them out.
Well, I busted them, then they had to take them out. Like the dentist had to.
All
pull them out.
on the bottom too?
Like the bottom 4 and then the top 2.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I remember about Minnesota.
Wow. Well, that's exciting. So you're gonna go back to school,
Yes.
junior, senior. It might take you 2.5 or 3 years.
Yeah, I'll probably do 4.5 or like 5 years in total, which is fine.
And you're gonna be what?
I'm going for a major in physical education, K through 12, so I can do any grade. And then I'm minoring in adventure education, and they're gonna teach me how to rock climb, how to backpack, how to ice climb and canoe and kayak, and like how to teach all of that stuff. I can work
that
in
sound cool?
national parks. I could work in schools. I could work in like outdoor schools and stuff. Yeah.
Just so busy.
But that's like my whole dream. So
You're gonna do great at it.
I'm very excited.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it took a little while to kind of figure out what you wanted to do.
Oh my gosh. I just figured out like 2 months ago. So
But I think this school, from what it sounds like, nothing's perfect. But see you later. Happy 4th of July.
And I haven't forgotten the bicycle, I swear.
Okay, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I almost gave it to the junk people. I was like, I can't do that to the bikes. They didn't have room anyway,
Oh.
and I didn't want them to junk it.
And have you decided what you want to do with those other 2? Or?
Get done. I
Get it-
think.
get-
Well,
get
probably
rid of
keep the
that too.
tealish colored one, but the one with the flat tire.
Okay.
And then there's the other one next to it. So there's 3 altogether.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
including that red bike.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I have not.
All right. I haven't forgotten either. It's fine. Bye.
Oh boy, look at all this out here.
It's a party. So yeah, so slow and steady wins the race, but you got it. And
Yes.
now, and I think it's going to be it seems like a good fit. You're very adventurous.
I'm really,
I'm
it's
determined.
a super like,
Look at the ground.
I see, it's very colorful. It's a really like outdoorsy school. There's a whole bunch of beaches and hiking and bluffs and stuff, and
I'm not sure what you were gonna say there. I was like,
I don't
expecting
know.
bluffs, and I was like, Bleh. I was like, what is she gonna say?
bluffs, and you can like rent all of this equipment for like $1 a day. You can rent like ice skates, paddle boats, canoes, kayaks, climbing gear, like
does
swim
that?
stuff. So, and the weather's supposed to be really nice there. So they say.
Yeah, it's you said it was the Miami of Minnesota.
Yes, it's the Miami of Minnesota.
But it's not that warm. Like,
No.
let's be realistic.
It's like average of 80, and then in the summer, and an average of like 30 or 40 in the winter.
Which for Minnesota.
For Minnesota, that's pretty warm, and I have a feeling it'll get very cold. So.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Which I'm good. That's fine with me. So
Wow, exciting
Yeah.
times ahead.
yes, life
So,
is good.
yeah, good. So that's her update, folks. She's alive and well.
I am alive and well.
fine and dandy, and that's
Yeah.
our story. And she's reading books.
Yeah, the books that she's recommending were really good.
Well, you read a lot faster than I do, and
I have nothing else to do. Let's be
No,
very clear.
she's always been much faster.
I have nothing else to do.
I'm working and talking. Be quiet. He's really getting the edging on his lawn good.
She's got the whole mask and everything.
I know, he's not messing around. I thought maybe we'd take a break there. But yeah, it took her a day to read Behind Her Eyes and a day to read The Good Part. Mm-hmm. Make sure you're reading those books. I did finish the Murder at the End of the World.
Yeah.
I'll do a book review for all of July for all the books I read, but I'm gonna give that one. It wasn't bad. It was definitely longer than normal for me, Very fast-paced book, which I liked. I don't know. I was ready for it to be done, though.
Yeah, you
I was
seemed
just
kind
like,
of.
get it over with. But I had to read it. I had to know. So maybe that's good. But I don't know. Like a 7 out of 10. Whereas Behind Her Eyes might have been a 12 out of 10.
Yeah, seriously. I thought in the last couple pages, I was like, oh, okay, I know how this is gonna end. This
You
is so
totally
good.
did that.
And then in the last 2 pages, I was like, yo, this is not at all what I thought was happening.
Exactly. I was like, what? Okay. At first, I'm like, okay, well, how is this gonna all end? Like, okay, and then okay, and then you're like,
I sat there and I just shut the book and I was like, what?
you
And I
never saw.
No, I was like, I'm done. It was so good though. I haven't read a book like that in a long time.
I'm at dance class with the girls. There's this lady reading a book. I said, what book are you reading? She told me what it was. I don't know what. I wrote it down. I said, I need you to read this book for me. I didn't even know her. I've never met her. But I'm like, I need you to read Behind Her Eyes. Told my sister-in-law, I need you to read this. Told Marcus's aunt, I really need you to read this.
Yeah, she's been talking about her books all day.
I need them to read these books. I don't know why this one just has stuck with me. And Elise Myers, who you know about, but
Yeah,
if you
I
don't
love
know
her.
about, she's great. She did a book review and she was talking about that book and she said, I'm sad that I don't get to read this book for the first time again.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
But I would read it again, like for a second, third time, just for fun.
100% I would read this book over. And you don't really think, because it's supposed to be like a thriller, you don't really think in the beginning like, okay, I don't know. I mean, it's chill, it's good, everything's good. Get toward the end, I'm gonna pass out. Then you get to the very end, and you're like, waking up in the night, waking up in the morning thinking about it, telling everybody you know, because you're now obsessed.
That's what happened. I read to like chapter whatever before I went to sleep, and I was like, okay, I have to sleep. I woke up. Usually I scroll through my phone, I drink my coffee. No, I got my
Nope.
coffee, I read the book. I couldn't stop till I finished it, and then I put it down.
Yes.
And I was just so... Because it did. It like started off really good. It wasn't too slow. And then it got dramatic, yeah, and I'm like, okay. And then I was like, whoa, what's happening? And then it just kept happening, and I was like, oh my gosh. But it makes sense. Like, not, oh my gosh, in like a confusing way.
No. It's
Just in
very-
a way where you're like, oh my gosh.
You would have never thought that was
No.
it. Joe's down here going, what?
When you learn how to read you gotta...
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was so good. So now I'm reading Good Fortune by, I think her last name is Chen. Either that or that's the character's last name. I've done chapter 1. It's supposed to be a modern day Pride and Prejudice, okay? So with all the girls and Mr. Darcy, and there's a Darcy, what's his last name? Darcy Wu Chen. Hi. I can't remember. But anyway, I am utterly not... I almost don't want to read all of it, but I thought I'll give it a couple chapters just to make sure. It just feels a little confusing for some reason. Like I thought one person was talking, but really it was somebody else. I'm like, what? And I don't know for something, but all the reviews said it was. Oh, this is so great. I can't. I'm not gonna put my. I need a blower upper because I'll pass out if I do this.
Don't pass
Oh,
out.
she's gonna do it. Saya will pass out for us. Why are there chunks of things in here? Is that food?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's confetti.
It's confetti,
Oh,
but with spit.
I
Okay.
thought,
I thought that was like cucumber.
like leftover.
White cucumber.
Chunks of
I want it
cucumber.
really big.
Come on, you can do it.
No, you put a little bubble in the knot. That's enough, that's enough. Look
You want me
what
to tie
happened.
it?
She put a bubble in the knot. She put that bubble in the knot.
Listen, sometimes that's just how it goes.
It's just the way it is.
I'm so sweaty.
Well, I know it is sweaty out here. We gotta go inside. But anyway, I thought I'd give you an update since she was here and people asked about you still. Isn't that love? Hers is just being a good girl. She's so big, so
I am.
big. Growing up.
I'm trying my best.
One day at a time.
Seriously, one day at a time.
That's the story of
Look at
life
this. I
forever.
put
So I'm sorry to
confetti
tell
in
you.
the balloon.
Wait a minute.
It's getting more exciting. The one day at a time is getting more exciting as I get older.
Yeah. Well, I think after these next couple years of really honing in on the thing that you want to do,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of enjoyment in that. And then when you get outside of the learning part and like do it,
Yeah.
do you still have to do what do they call that? You know, what like teachers, they have to go in and practice
Like student teaching?
student teaching.
Yeah, that's not until like you do that your final year.
Okay.
So I've already finished all of like my general education courses besides a speech class. But
Ooh, I got some good stuff for speech class.
yeah, so now all of my classes are specific to all of my classes now are specific to my major and my minor, so it's stuff that I actually really want to learn and not just like
Brilliant.
math.
Because math is your favorite.
Oh my god, let me tell you something. Oh, but I'm excited. It'll be a lot more fun, I think, because it's like what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then a lot of like they have like a ropes course at the school. They have rock climbing walls, ice climbing walls.
Yeah, the ice climbing wall is like mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it makes sense for Minnesota, but how? What?
I don't know. It's apparently the second largest one in the country. So,
I didn't even
I don't know.
know there
Does
was
that
any.
mean it's inside or outside or I don't know. I don't know. But my friends keep telling me, well, don't fall off it. Just don't.
Yeah, just
don't
make
fall
sure
off
that
it.
you're harnessing.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. They'll make
I'll
sure.
be a pro at it by the end.
Right.
So, but I'm not about that free soloing stuff. That's too scary.
Hey, did you guys ever see that documentary, Free Solo? Oh, wow. Is that the guy? Okay, there's Free Solo, there's El Capitan, or what, Big Wall. There's this guy, he's really elusive. They wanted to film him, but he would only climb something the first time and he wouldn't let anybody know about it because he wanted it to be like just his thing. So nobody could get a hold of him because he didn't have a cell phone. They tried to give him one to use and then they'd say, okay, we're going to film then. And then he'd just kind of like disappear for a while. He was just kind of eccentric, but he would do all these crazy climbs. He did die though.
I
But
feel
not
like I've
from
heard
climbing.
of that. Oh, really?
In an avalanche.
Oh,
With a friend
my
of his. I know. You get to the end of the documentary and it's like, oh, and he died in an avalanche. But then there's another guy, the El Capitan or the Don Wall. I'll put it down in the description box. We watched it. So I've never seen, like, see, the thinness of her shirt would be like the thinness of the rocks. And he's just holding on freestyle. There's no harnessing, no nothing. And he had to try a couple times because he'd get partway up and then he would kind of, I don't know if he'd have an anxiety attack or what. He couldn't do it. So then he'd come back down and then he finally did it, but he's still alive.
oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
But he's kind of like obsessed. You know, it's an obsession.
Yeah. I feel like it has to be.
Yeah, because you've got to devote all your brain power, all of your time.
That's
You have
like
to do all
your
this
passion.
practice.
That's,
Yeah. But he did eventually get married and have a child. And they have this thing at the end with their little boy. He's maybe 18 months, 2 years old, climbing on this tiny little rock thing. Oh, that's kind of cute.
That is cute.
Sweet. Anyway, let's go climb walls.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, we're going to go. Hope that you guys are doing well. Happy 4th of July. And bye.
Bye.
Bye.